Hello my followers to the world of sommelier. This is your guide, Corebreaker. Margaux. 5-6 years ago, when I had zero knowledge about wine and I was choosing between 4 cans of beer and a bottle of semi-sweet German Riesling, only then I heard about Chateau Margaux as one of the greatest and most expensive wines in the world. But the thing I did not know is that Margaux is also an appellation in the Bordeaux left bank region. But people should not be ashamed of not knowing. People should be ashamed of not willing to learn.
You're so wise.
Okay, so it is the largest appellation in Bordeaux. It contains 20 Cru Classé properties from 1855 Bordeaux classification. Some of them are Chateau Margaux and Chateau Palmer. The thing which differs Margaux from neighboring appellations is that most of the vineyards are dispersed and mixed, so a situation between chateaux having clearly divided lots in the vineyards is not the case here. Here winemakers concentrate less on terroir expression but more on the grape variety selection and winemaking practices. After this short introduction, I present you Baron de Brane 2016, the second wine of Second Growth Chateau Brane-Cantenac. The history goes back to the 17th century, but I will skip few years and take you to the 1833 when Baron of Brane, also known as Napoleon of the vineyards, decided to buy this estate, and to obtain the funds he decided to sell Chateau Brane-Mouton, what is now Premier Cru Chateau Mouton Rothschild. Going to the modern era, in 1925 Francois Louton took over Chateau Brane-Cantenac, and since then it is managed by Louton family, at the moment Henry Louton. Chateau owns 75 hectares of vineyards planted with 55% Cabernet Sauvignon, 39% Merlot, 4.5% Cabernet Franc, 1% Petit Verdot and 0.5% Carmenere. The latter one was an experiment at the first because this grape needs lots of sun and warm days. But due to the climate warming, it went surprisingly good and was used for the first time in 2011 vintage. This wine is made from 13-hectare parcel with gravelly clay called Noton. Because of the clay dominance, it is dominated by Merlot grapes, and in this vintage there's 65% Merlot, 32% Cabernet Sauvignon and 3% Cabernet Franc. It was aged for 12 months in French oak, of which around 25% was new. 2016 was a dry year, but paradoxically yields were very high, and it was also full of pleasant surprises of weather improvements during flowering and rain in mid-September that enabled ripening to be completed. Shall we taste the wine? Shall we taste the wine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It has a medium intensity, ruby red color, medium plus intensity aromas of cassis, blueberries, black cherries, smoke, vanilla and violets. On the palate, it has medium plus acidity, medium plus youthful and refined tannins, medium plus alcohol. Mouth is full of fresh ripe blackberries, blackcurrant and blueberries. So for the conclusion, it is just another example of such a promising 2016 vintage. And this wine is so impressive and promising that with no doubt you can store it in your wine cellar for another 10 years. And it is a second wine of Chateau Brane-Cantenac. I think it is one of the situations when we should lose the first and second wine labels, because they are so different and so good. So guys, let me know in the comments if you tried the Baron de Brane wine. If you like the video, show me by pushing the like button. And if you don't want to miss next video, don't forget to follow and subscribe. Cheers guys!